today we will study about C macros and C++ templates. Okay, so we will basically see, is hash define that we use regularly in C, is that good or should we avoid using it? Okay, so let's look with one example. So it can be taken as an interview question that you are given hash define pass max a comma b and then f, which is a function. If a is greater than b, I pass a, and if a is less than b, I pass b. Okay, so this is a hash define macro. Here I say pass max, so it will pass the maximum of a and b to the function. So I write f, which is the function name, and then a is greater than b, then I pass a, otherwise b. Okay, so let's take with an example. Int a is equal to 5, b is equal to 0. So pass max, I write plus a comma b. So here I have taken care of the parenthesis. So let's see what happens. So plus a here means what? So plus a means I see here, so this a comes here, so it will be expanded to something like, so plus a is greater than b, and then if true, so it becomes plus a will be replaced here. Okay, so what happens here is that now we see that a is incremented twice if I call plus a comma b, because now what happens, plus a, so 6 will be greater than b, which is 0, so this one will come and again a will be incremented. But if I write a code pass max plus a and b plus 100, so now, so plus a is here, if we take initialization as this, so it becomes 6 and b plus 100 is 100. So now this one is greater, so this code will be called and this one is not called. So here a is incremented only once. So we see that it depends now on the values of a and b, and that will decide if a is incremented twice or a is incremented once only. So this has a lot of pitfalls, this C macros, and hence we would prefer, and only benefit that we can see in C is that it is now, I can pass any int, double, float, anything, but it will work for all of them. So it is any type of variables can be run using macros. So let's see, can we do the same thing and in a much better way using C++, so which gives us more predictable behavior, not like this that sometimes a will be incremented once, sometimes it will be incremented twice, and more type safety. Okay, so let's see how to write it in C++. So as we are taking any variable type, so we should use templates. So I define template type name t, which is just defines the, you can write here a class or type name, take them interchangeably. So type name t, and then I write inline void pass max is the function here, and it takes const t ampersand a, const t ampersand b. So I'm taking reference of a and b, and those reference are const. So one more thing here, I'm passing the a as a reference, but I'm putting a const, so it means what, now the reference is const, so I cannot change it inside the function. Okay, so const t ampersand b. So this saves me the space also, though I'm not just carrying the reference, the memory location of a and b, and at the same time I cannot change it inside the function. So this saves me some memory location if a and b are of very big size. Okay, then here what we do, f and then a is greater than b, then I call a, or it is b otherwise. Okay, so this one is same as the previous code, but here again this can handle the types more comfortably because it's C++ templates, and here there will be no problem of even if I pass like f. So here what will happen is here, even if you call plus plus a like initially and b, or f plus plus a and b plus 20, both times what will happen is a will be just incremented once, okay, in both. So both the cases what will happen is there will be no problems like erratic behavior, or it will be quite predictable behavior in both the cases. So let's see. So here it was what, so if I called max pass max plus plus a comma b, so that will happen here, and this will come here itself as a, and now it will just, it will be not be executed, so it will be only once it will be incremented, okay. So this, so no need for parenthesization also, so we don't need to parenthesize here this a b and all. And then inline does, so inline here it calls, just substitutes these things at the same code, and hence it will work as the preprocessor but in more definite way. So we will also see some more pitfalls of hash define, why we should not use it in C. Because what happens here in C++, because hash define, let's see length breadth ratio, and I say it is 1.672, and const double. So what will happen with this? So if you are debugging a code and someone else has written this header file and you don't know about it, so what will happen is you will get an error where the symbol will not be shown, this length breadth ratio will not be shown, and it will just say that okay 1.672, and you will be amazed and confused that okay what is this number. So this one hash define we use so that this becomes much clearer, we may be able to understand, but when you are debugging the code, only this 1.672 will come in the debugging, okay. Next problem is that when we are using length breadth ratio a lot of times, all these times this will be copied and substituted, and it will create a bigger object code. But if I write like const double length breadth ratio is equal to 1.672, so now this becomes a const double, so it cannot be changed, and it will have only a one single copy, so it will save us some memory also. So this was about some pitfalls of preprocessors and why we should not use them in C++. So we saw and how beautifully we can replace those macros with templates in C++. So thanks a lot.